Everyone. I'm Mrs. Halpin, and I'm going to be your British literature teacher this second semester. Most of you had me last semester, which is awesome. But to those of you who are new to the course, welcome. We're happy you're here, and it's gonna be a great semester. So first of all, you are in your last semester of your senior year. How exciting is that? I'm sure you have a little bit of mixture of excitement, a little bit of dread, and possibly even a little bit of senioritis. So I think this semester is going to be good because we're going to really dive in deep with some social issues. You're going to get some skills that you can take with you once you leave the class. And hopefully by the time you're done, you have learned something and hopefully it has a lasting impact on you. So there are a few units that we're going to have this semester. The first thing you're going to see is our introduction unit. That's just this week, and there are some getting to know you assignments in there, how to do Google Docs, and a British literature survey. Yes, even if you were in my class last semester, you do need to do that again. So make sure you get that submitted. There are due dates in the classroom. Then we will be reading a Shakespeare play called Much Ado About Nothing, and that will be a 4-week unit. And then we're going to have a 7-week unit. So this is going to be a good chunk of the semester called Social Issues in Britain and Beyond. And we're going to talk about 3 major topics, 3 major social issues in Britain and how they impact the world around us. Because one of the essential questions we have for this semester is, how is literature impacted by the time in which it's written? Then after that, you will also see a children's literature unit because it's fun. It's a fun way to wrap up the end of the semester. We'll be covering that for 4 weeks, but also there's a depth to British literature or to children's literature, and it's fun to dive into that. When you go, basically how this class is going to be set up is you're going to see that we're covering literature basically the first 3 to 4 days of the week, depending on how it plays out, and we'll be focusing on literature those 3 to 4 days. Then Fridays and sometimes Thursdays will be skill building days where we focus on grammar and how to navigate digital information. So make sure that you're paying attention to the skill building lessons because you will be asked to apply those skills when you complete your final exam in this class, which will be a research essay. More on that to come later. Once we get done with Much Ado About Nothing, you will expect to see about 2 short stories a week. So make sure that you stay on top of your stuff in this course, don't fall too far behind, and then contact me if you're starting to feel overwhelmed. Okay, it's a much quicker pace this semester. We got a lot to cover and not that much time to cover it in. Okay, the assignment expectations for this class. When you complete work in this class, it is expected to be typed. Please do not write your work. I will not grade it. I'll ask you to type it out. You have to use a computer to access your work, so you should be able to type it out. I know that there's sometimes different circumstances that happen, so if for some reason you can't type out your work, I ask that you contact me and let me know, kind of let's brainstorm so that way I know why. But let's chat if you really have to write your work out. All right. Quiz expectations. There's a big chunk of this class that's quizzes this semester. They are not easy. So make sure that you are spending just as much time on them as you would on a written assignment. So expect to spend about 45 minutes on a quiz. You need to study for the quizzes, and there are no resets on quizzes. So make sure that when you are taking that quiz that you have read the material, you have studied the material, and you are ready, that you are prepared. All right? If you don't get something, contact me. I'm more than happy to help you out. All right? All right. So what to expect? We already went over what to expect this week. But just as a reminder, you need to make sure you complete the My Google Plan quiz, then the 2 pre-tests that are in the classroom. One is over literature and one is over grammar, much like last semester if you were in my class last semester. And finally, the Brit Lit survey. And next week we will start Shakespeare. All right. Well, everyone have a good week. Make sure you come to class on Wednesday so you can get to see each other if you haven't seen each other since last semester, or meet your new peers if you're new to the class. I'm looking forward to working with all of you this semester, and I think it's going to be a great time. Bye.